Well, llama saliva. Ugh. What are we looking at today?
Today, Dan, we are looking at a couple of new plugins from Safari Pedals. There's the Silver Llama.
Oh, right.
And the Twin Panda.
Let's find out, Sean. Are they? A maelstrom of peculiar twin pandas.
I want to know what made you laugh about the Twin Panda.
Nothing.
Come on.
No. It looks like that one's eating a lolly.
It does.
Yeah. Anyway, so take us through which one we're going to start with.
Let's start with the Silver Llama.
Okay.
So, in case you haven't worked it out just by looking at them, these are amp simulators, basically. Plugins that sound like guitar amps so that you can route your guitar tracks through them and get some classic guitar sounds.
Is this the first? So they're called Safari pedals and their plugins look like pedals. Are these the first?
These are the amp sims that they've done first. Yeah.
Oh,
this is the start. Maybe it's a whole new thing. Maybe they're doing loads, or maybe they just thought we'll do these too. Who knows? But yeah, this interesting little diversion. It's cool.
Is that why the guitar's out?
No, that's that. Well, yeah, kind of. I did test it with the guitar, but that's not why it's there.
Okay.
Anyway, I think it's interesting the look of them in that they've taken that crazy stuff they normally put on a pedal and they've put it on the sort of the cloth that would be on the amp. Yeah. Kind of interesting.
Yeah. Lay off the mushrooms. That's what...
They have definitely had some mushroom situations going on.
Cosmic.
But yeah, I don't mind this as a look for a plugin. It's pretty obvious what it is. At the top here, we've got all that extra stuff that is kind of separate. So we've got the input, we've got blend, we've got your presets, oversampling on and off, auto gain, and output, and two little VUs, input and output either end. It looks like an amp, obviously. You've got your tone control, which is, it's one of those where it's like dull, 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 too bright. You know, that kind of situation. There's a gain control there. It's then got a spring reverb and a slap echo, which sounded surprisingly authentic and cool, actually. You can then flip the mic between dynamic and condenser.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So that's U87 and what's that? Sennheiser?
That's the Sennheiser long pokey one I can never remember the name of. Yeah. I
don't think I've ever seen one of those in real life, actually. The long pokey one I can never remember the name of.
They've got a few at rack.
Oh, they?
Yeah, they're just you always end up using them. I can see the
comments now going.
Yeah. You don't know what that mic's called? Yeah. No, can't remember. Anyway, I think it sounds pretty good. I tried it on a bunch of different stuff before I plugged the guitar in because I thought I'll just bang some drums through it and see what it sounds like. Didn't sound very good on much else, to be honest. I tried it on things. Interesting on vocals. You could do some interesting distorty vocal vibes with it, but it really did sound awesome on a guitar, actually. Very, very authentically vintage sounding. I very much like the slap and the spring.
Yeah, the spring's quite because the pots are quite Marshall-esque, aren't they? Yeah, and obviously a lot of their, especially the valve state stuff, had spring reverbs. Yeah, it sounds very much like a vintage amp. The flipping between the dynamic and the condenser did exactly what you'd expect it to do. You know, a bit more sort of high fidelity sound coming out of the condenser, I suppose. But yeah, quite authentic sound. I really like it, actually. Interesting presets as well. Twin Panda. This one. I mean, the other one, maybe that is supposed to be a specific amp because the Twin Panda is clearly like a Fender Twin vibe, isn't it? Anyway, who knows? Similar thing, bit more of an authentic, not authentic, but familiar layout. So obviously you've got your bright switch, your gain, treble, middle and bass. Reverb this time, again, is a very springy sounding reverb. Yeah. You can set the speed and the intensity of the tremolo on this one, which isn't on the other one. So I quite like that. I love a tremolo guitar. I'm always using tremolos on guitars in tracks, especially if you can sync it. It always sounds awesome. Of the two, this was my favourite. Okay. I preferred the sound of it. Little bit less brittle sounding than the other one, I would say. I wonder if I was just Silver Llama. I wonder if there's a Marshall, because they're definitely Marshall pots, but it doesn't actually look like a Marshall. No. With a great. Somebody's going to correct me there.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Maybe it's meant to be a specific amp.
MARS. Shit.
You trying to see if it spells
I was
Marshall?
just trying to work it out. Anyway,
no, so coincidence, I think. But again, like the other one, you can flick it between, dynamic and condenser. You've got your oversampling, your blend, your input, your output, and all the rest of it. Fairly simple plugins, nothing massively new to see here. But and the other thing I would say is that if you run Logic, you've got a bunch of really good amp sims. Maybe if you want to try something different, this might be worth a look, but it's not groundbreaking.
I think they've put quite a lot of work into the GUIs on these, because look at the shading on the top. And stuff.
It's beautiful.
It does kind of look nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think these suit this much better than the pedals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you obviously get them from Safari Pedals.
Yes.
Demo?
It's 14 days, yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah. And then what? So, and they come as a package?
They come as a package. They call it the Planet of the Amps. See, they got you. They made you laugh.
Llama, a Panda, the Planet of the Amps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of makes sense, sort of don't. Sort of like, if you've been doing lots of mushrooms, that would make sense. I don't know what else to say.
And so once the 14 days are up, they cost?
Normal price, $99.
Yep.
Which is
it's a lump, isn't it?
That's a lump. In the sale right now, which they've always got a sale going. I've never known them to not have a sale going. $69. I think it's all right.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of comments that people who have the Safari Pedals Everything bundle, it doesn't just appear. So you don't just get their new plugins when they come out, but they do send you vouchers to get them very, very cheap.
Right, okay.
So maybe that's an option. If you've got a bundle, you can get a voucher and get these cheap.
So, Shaunus Maximus, are they shit?
No, I don't think they're shit. I think the price is a bit,
We're starting to be criticised again for not doing any shit plugins. Although we did do one last week, didn't we?
Yeah, there you go. They can't all be shit.
No.
Okay,
very good. Well, before you go and try these out for 14 days, which is a very generous trial period, please remember to like our video.
That'd be nice if you could do that. Maybe subscribe to the channel and or become a channel member.
Studio Life 101 on the gram of Insta.
Yep, we have a top 5 plugins down below, and there's a website link. What else do we have? We have courses. There's a mastering course, there's a mixing course. At the moment, there's a free course on compression, a whole bunch of other stuff.
Plenty of stuff to entertain yourself with for a good 20 minutes.
There you go. It's all down there, and we will see you in the next one.
Sayonara, suckers.
Adios.